Boom.
One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, Iowa, home of the Hawkeyes. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Cavaliers, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started.
Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, we went. Oh, we here too, and we like her.
The Hawkeyes will put total leather and we'll get started. And here he comes out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11.
Come on, Aunt, pick a play. It's time to play the game.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll toss it to the left. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Cavaliers in the hurry-up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
They'll try to get it through the air. Finds a tight end. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
From the gun, running back gets the give. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You got to catch that and make that a pick.
These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on 3rd down. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Law. He'll be brought down at the 32-yard line. Good job by the defense to keep him away from that first down marker. It's 4th down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Virginia.
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on fourth down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. He believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
Looking to throw on first down. Now adjusting. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Makes a grab on the shot. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Makes the catch. It's wrong. Touchdown, Virginia. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Quick handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. And the Hawkeyes want to pick up the tempo.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
The give to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Pulls it in, it's Cooked. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. Motion from the wideout. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really nice job by the cornerback. Hey, a lot of cornerbacks want to cover. They want to drop back. They're not really about that life. They don't want to be the tackling kind of guy. They're like, leave that to the linebackers. That dude committed, came up, made a nice tackle.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Got his man on the right. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn that field, and you saw that right there.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments. On the move. Got room to work. Breaks into the open. Bulldozes his way through. Touchdown, Iowa! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much of the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They go 83 yards on the drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Creates a little space. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
It's so hard to play defense when you've got things in front of you. Everybody going one direction, somebody coming back the other direction. You can't trust your eyes. Really good job by the offense, giving you some eye candy, something to look at so it doesn't eat.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
The Cavaliers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Grab behind the line. It's ball. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game. But
under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Back in motion, try to clear the picture.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
And the Hawkeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
The Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick release by the QB. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Cavaliers are in the hurry-up.
If you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
Off the RPO, complete. On the move at the 30. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Trying to beat him to the left. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a This is a designed run. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
He's looking to throw on third and short. Caught in the backfield. It's long. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a first and goal.
Well, the field goal kicker can step away from the net and go sit down, grab some water. They're not going to need him just quite yet. That was a great play call. Throwing the ball on third and short in field goal range. They get the completion, now setting up first and goal.
The Cavaliers are marching down the field. With the run on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cavaliers. He'll try to tack on one more. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
On the run from inside his own 5. He gets a block. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. The short hands, it's Cano. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They think there's room to run to the right here. Oh, he's got some space. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. They'll give it to him again. They get him before he gets started this time and knock him down in the backfield.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anyway.
Gonna swing it on second down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And he'll hold it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeye!
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
And right down the middle. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. He'll bring it out. It's long. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No, 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 no. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to... He's going for a big play downfield. He's got it inside the 30. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? And having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
He's knocked down for a loss of 7. Boy, it was like the defender heard the play call. He was ready for that one.
And one of the things is diagnose and go get it. They saw it and they went and got it. They were not letting that ball go to the wide side of the field.
Back to pass. Now rolling to the left. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa! All tied up after that one. Possible shootout coming.
The offense does its job, and now the pressure switches back to the other offense. Points at a premium.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. UTSA looked less like a pack of road runners and more like a group of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays tough in San Antonio, and today they found a way outside of the Alamo Dome. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Knocked down after a pickup of 3 to the 12.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Wants to fire on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
Going to try to get it himself. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. And the Cavaliers will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. And this one will be marked dead just outside the 40-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looks as if he's going to run it. Got enough for the first down and wants more. There he goes. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Hawkeye!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's long. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Working on the right. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. It's a draw. He'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Cavaliers have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, first down. To the air on first down. Spits it out to the back. Grabbed on the outside, it's Law. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
Fires to the middle. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. This quarterback part of their running game. Finds just enough space to create some breathing room. He's got it up to the 12. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Cavaliers will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Looking to throw on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Hits him in stride inside the 10. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now the offense tries to punch it in on second and goal. Looking to fire. Touchdown, Iowa! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into defense because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Coming out with it, it's Law. Gets it out to
Hey, I know you think this game might be over. You think that we don't burn the yellow bird. That the yellow bird ain't come out good. But you know what they say? It's not about how the food looks. It's about how it tastes. It's about how it tastes. So I'm telling you, wait till the game over. You're gonna see. You're gonna see. You're gonna see. You're really gonna see them.
The game, I feel like offensively, you should go back.
Oh, he's gonna take a shot.
Pick 'em, boom! Pick 'em, boom, boom! Pick 'em, boom! Pick 'em, boom, boom! Pick 'em, boom! Boom! Come on! I told you not about how the yellow bird look. It's about how it tastes. It's about how it tastes. Come on. Come on. Come on. I'll show you right on. This game ain't over till I say it's over.
Put the college football world on notice.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Wisconsin has the lead right now. Feels like Bucky's been doing his share of push-ups, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over Buffalo. That's where things stand.
Whoa, Unc, come on. Why you pausing the game, Unc? Unc, why you pausing the game, Unc? Why you pausing the game, Unc? You scared? I got you on the ropes. Shimmy, shake, shimmy, shake. Shimmy, ha, ha, hit me, hick. Shimmy, ha, ha, hit me, hick. It be tired right now if I got that touchdown at half, too. You nervous.
Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. Throwing on the run.
Give me that shit, Unc! Unc, give me that shit, Unc! That's my shit! That's my shit! It might as well be my house! Come on, Unc! You can't throw that shit up and think that it's not gonna work!
Force the turnover. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Back to pass on second down. Got a man. It's Law. Inside the 25. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
The Cavaliers will snap it on 1st and 10. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Well, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Looking to the end zone.
Come on, Unc. Come on, Uncle. Come on, Uncle.
I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense. Spread them out, taking advantage of their matchup. And
He is stopped short.
Okay, yeah, hit me in the hole. I get it to you. I hit you. You tried to flip the grill on me. You might have got one of the packs of Yellow Bird, but we're going to get another pick here. Game not over till I say it's over.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the 1st play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
The give to the back. And some room to work. Turning it on! Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. They're going to ride this running back. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds.
And a great job by the defense stringing that ball along. But when I'm the offensive player, man, I see I'm not going to get anywhere, lower my shoulder, get that extra 2 or 3 yards to always try to make the situation more manageable on the next down.
That's caught. It's Cano. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
And that's why, through the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Quick release on the RPO. He's pushed out of bounds at the 22.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Safe completion on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Unloads to the right. And
Boom, boom, kick the field goal, boom, boom, kick the field goal, boom, boom, kick your field goal, boom, boom, kick your field goal, trash ass nigga, kick your fucking field goal, you suck. Oh, you going for it? Thank you. Easy word, light word, no reaction, here we go.
They're going to try that play again.
On 4th and 9, the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. A shot toward the end zone.
Yeah! 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 Come on! Come on!
Try to throw the football down.
You're not like me. You can't do shit like that. Come on! Let's go! Let's go!
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
Just start right here. Just for you, Hunk. You out there to piggy blank.
Trying to turn the corner on the left. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Setting up the screen. Finding open areas. Fighting off the defender. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
From the gun, running back on the move. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Law. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He's going to fire deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Man, you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. Man. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Looking to help the kicker out on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 59-yard attempt. To keep it in the air. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that fourth down stop and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be a big possession right here in the fourth quarter to get me the football back.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time. Blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
A lot of times on second down, you're thinking pass, especially second, maybe a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Looking downfield on first down. Using the quick game. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. They're working that left side. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Buys a little time with his feet. Smashes through the tackle. And he'll be out of bounds just short of the goal line, but man, are they in business now. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hawkeye!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was Pater.
Lining up for the PAT. And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the fourth. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. Arkansas was anything but dominant today, but the Hogs are going to leave Razorback Stadium winners. A lot to work on, no question, but they avoid one in the L-Cup. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Rides the back on the option, the give. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the fourth quarter, they're going to need it.
It's a draw. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Didn't get any breathing room on that last run. Now 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Back to pass. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Complete to the right. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a first down. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where you're executing.
Breaks into the open. Shoved out of bounds after a big game. They'll mark it at the plus 42. And the Cavaliers will line it up on 1st and 10. Try to get it to the edge. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And after having a nice game like that on 1st down, for the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
The Cavaliers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Flips it out on the screen. Across the 25. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. And the Cavaliers have it with a 1st and goal. He's looking to pass. Gets it out fast. Touchdown, Virginia! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this is obviously a no-brainer. Great job by the offense, great execution. Inside of 2 minutes, you got to go for 2. You got to dial up this play, try to tie this football game up. What's your favorite 2-point play? Dial it up, and let's tie this game up.
Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. Wants to go up top. And that one is picked up in the end zone.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window. It ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. He tries to take the top ball. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this guy has had himself a day. Already over 100 yards receiving in the game, so no wonder the quarterback's looking his way, and no wonder the defense now has finally figured out they're trying to throw it to him. So we got to cover him. We got to knock balls down and force incompletions.
Made a defender miss. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee.